I think every anime fan has their preferred genre. Some like comedies, some shed tears over dramas, some dreamily watch romance, some are entertained by watching Harem Nikki, and some prefer action. I am an omnivorous person, and I enjoy watching good titles of any genre, regardless of the target audience. Yes, I am one of those who can easily go to the movie theater for a children's cartoon or hardcore horror, and who listens to everything from classical music to alternative rock. However, if anything, I'm increasingly beginning to favor anything offbeat that stands out against the faded background of the mainstream. That's why it's not surprising that after the Banana Fish anime came to my attention, I didn't fail to start watching it. After all, against the ocean of comedies, the work about American criminal gangs stands out very strongly. But did it manage to stand out not only with its cover, but also with its content? Banana Fish is an anime series released by MAPPA Studios in the summer of 2018. The script is based on the very popular and longtime classic manga by Akemi Yoshida, released from 1985 to 1994. The series consists of 24 episodes. Ash Lynx is a young boy with a beautiful appearance. Life, however, made him a cold-blooded killer. Bought at a very young age as a sex toy by crime boss Dino Golcine, Ash decides to rebel against the demon that created him. Unexpectedly receiving information about an extremely dangerous drug, Ash openly goes to war with the criminal boss. But will he be able to come out of the unequal struggle victorious, or at least alive, and, moreover, to protect his loved ones? Being aimed at a young audience, Banana Fish nevertheless tries to appeal to all layers of viewers, regardless of gender, age and preferences, and this is its weakest point. If in some exceptional cases such an approach can succeed, it usually ends up being mediocre in every aspect of the series. Thus, Banana Fish tries to demonstrate drama, but does it with the help of characters not yet familiar to the viewer and their theatrical deaths. It tries to seem violent, but it's all about stabbing the main character with a fork and endless hints of rape by various characters, usually deliberately unrepresentative and disgusting. It tries to touch young girls' hearts by using his protagonists as sweet samurai boy with the face of Yuri from The Ice and his blonde friend, who, of course, will not fail to kiss, who for some unknown reason instantly sympathize with each other to such an extent that one begins to perform extremely dangerous tasks for the other, instead of returning to his homeland. It tries to show mafia flavor, but everything is reduced to some silly street gang squabbles. I didn't feel the atmosphere or the proper scale. It tries to be funny thanks to the comedy inserts, but I can't even roughly remember laughing at them at least once. Trying to chase 10 birds, the writers couldn't catch a single one. But okay, I think the sweet protagonists will do their job, and the girls will still be interested in them, so one little hair did get into the net. While watching Banana Fish, I felt like I was watching Bungo Stray Dogs again, the same problems and the same ways of influencing the viewer. I don't doubt that a less fastidious audience might like this anime, the ridiculous mafia, the over-the-top drama, and the wimpy characters with simple comedic inserts. After all, the evaluations on various ratings only confirm this. However, I have apparently outgrown such works. I cannot watch multifaceted titles, in which each component turns out to be superficial and undisclosed. I may seem old-fashioned, but I prefer to be presented with a tasty dish on a fresh, prepared tablecloth, in clean dishes and heated to the optimal temperature, not thrown in my face from a few meters away with the words "Eat, don't spill your guts." The taste probably wouldn't change much, but the impression would be completely different. That is the opinion I had after the first 10 episodes. However, then Banana Fish starts to change for the better. If initially I forcibly forced myself to watch each new episode, and I have overcome 10 episodes for about a week, crying, stabbing, but continuing to roar cactus, then the next 10 were watched in a couple of days. And the main role in this was played by two factors: a greater emphasis on the disclosure of Ash and increased concentration of action. Good, unpredictable action with plenty of shootings and plot twists. It's not just a tedious dramatic scenes, skipping in a meaningless cycle of moving protagonists from location to location, while they are caught by mafiosi time after time because of unenlightened stupidity, but a really dynamic, entertaining, and justifiably violent action, which was interesting to watch. Against the above-mentioned background, a legitimate question arises: is there any point in tolerating 10 mediocre episodes to get to the juicy content of the second half of the tittle? In my case, the answer is no. In today's fast-paced world, I think it's an unacceptable luxury for any tittle to sway for half of its duration, feeding the viewer a blatantly second-rate product, provided that the first half is not used to better reveal the characters or prepare the ground for more active events. In that case it would be forgivable. Of course, more patient viewers may disagree with me, and will be right in their own way. I, on the other hand, can't give new titles such massive credit every time. I'm just tired of doing it. Whereas, in the case of Steins Gate Zero, which also starts off rather sluggishly, I was at least familiar with the characters and ready to empathize with them. In Banana Fish such a factor can't play a role, since I'm not familiar with the source material. So as you start watching, answer yourself this question: are you willing to watch mediocrity for the sake of getting to quality content? Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, put a like and subscribe to the channel.